Back here at Weld Central High School as we look forward now to the boys' game. Fort Morgan boys are 4-1 in league play. Weld Central at 4-0. Skyview 5-0. That's followed by Alameda at 3-3. Conifer at 2-3. Englewood at 1-2. Fort Lupton 0-4. And Arvada 0-6. Fort Morgan Mustangs come in averaging 60.1 points per game, giving up 55.4. Weld Central comes in averaging 64.7 points, giving up 47 points. Leading scorer for the Mustangs is Trey McBride at 17.9, followed by Tate Kimball with an average of 14.6 points per game. And Grayson Garber coming in number 3 there, averaging 10.8 points a game for the Mustangs. For the Weld Central Rebels, as I said, they are averaging 64.7 points per game. Their leading scorer is Metler at 15.4. That's followed up by Gutka at 13.9. And then Hesse at 8.3 average for the Weld Central Rebels. And we will get the starters here for the Mustangs for you, as that will be brought to you by Cargill. Cargill is committing to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com. Starting tonight for your Mustangs is junior Grayson Garber, junior Trey McBride, senior Austin Breidenbach, junior Luis Garcia, and senior Tate Kimball. Rounding out the rest of the players for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, senior Trevor Shirtliff, senior Cade Bulis, junior Brandon Godonez, senior Eric Carrillo, sophomore Isaac Linker, senior Dawson Frick, junior Jonathan Marquez, sophomore Andrew Mayers, and sophomore Connor Forjardo. So as we said, Weld Central at 4-0 in league play, Fort Morgan at 4-1, so they could even this out here. Skyview is still at 5-0. And Skyview is hosting Alameda tonight. Conifer is at Englewood, and Arvada is at Fort Lupton. So the opening tip is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Looking to find insurance for your car, home, or even for you? Call Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance with 2 locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or provide a quote. Tip taken away by the Mustangs as Trey McBride with the tip and also the first points of the game for the Mustangs as they now pick up pressure at half court. Drive in, and now they're going to kick it back out top, and that 3 is going to be up and good by Gonzalez. And Garver brings the ball up court to get it into the corner to Kimball, and now a foul is going to be called, possession to Mustangs underneath. And that foul, I believe, is going to be on Metler, his first. So Fort Morgan to inbounds, left baseline of their basket. Breidenbach, little jumper from left side, up and no good, rebounded by Hesse. Weld Central gets the ball down the floor quickly with Gonzalez out at the top. Over on the far side to Metler. Now on the near side to Gutka. Into the corner to Reese. Reese picks it up, hands it back off, now over onto the far side. Gutka over in the corner, gets it back out to the top. Mustangs down 3-2. Out front to Gonzalez, now to Reese on the near side, now into the corner to Gutka. Gutka Kicks it back out to Gonzalez. Now another three, and that is in and out, but rebounded and out of bounds. Rebounded by Hesse, but then thrown away. So turnover by the Rebels. So 6:26 to go here as the Mustangs get the ball inbounds to Garver. As it is a man-to-man defense by the Rebels. Garcia now to McBride. McBride for a three, up and no good. It's going to be rebounded by Gonzalez. He hustles the ball down court. Now a three from the corner is up and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. Garver gets it over to Breidenbach. Now to Kimball on the left side. Garcia out at the top. His three is up, and that is off the rim and no good. Tipped around and taken away by Gutka. Now into the corner to Gonzalez. A three is up and no good. Tipped around and taken away by Garcia. Now a foul is going to be called on the layup. I think Garcia will go to the line to shoot two. And that will be on Gonzalez, his first. So Garcia to go to the line to shoot a pair. And that first basket of the game is brought to you by Morgan Federal Bank. See what he does here with his first free throw. It is up and good for Garcia. A bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple. They are on the cutting edge of banking. Stop by 321 Ensign and see what options they have. That free throw is up and no good, but rebounded by Breidenbach, but knocked away. Now it's going to be up and good on the putback by Breidenbach. So Mustangs now up 5-3, 5:24. They're going to have a foul called out front. And that will be on Grayson Garver, his first, team first. As they were double teaming out at the point, and he got caught with the grab. Gonzalez now being guarded by Garver out high. Now over to Gutka. Back to Gonzalez out at the point. Back to Gutka on the left high wing. And now over on the far side to Reese. Kicks it out now back to Metler. Metler's shot is going to be up and good from the left side. So 5-5 here. The Mustangs get the ball going in their offensive end. Back out to Garcia out at the point. Lob underneath and going to be knocked out of bounds off of McBride. So the Mustangs will back off of their pressure now as the Rebels get into the hands of Gonzalez, being guarded by Garver. Now to Gutka on the high left wing. Keeps the dribble alive, being guarded by Garcia. Now they're going to call a turnover, call a carry on the far side. Second turnover of the game for the Rebels. 5-5 here. 2 team fouls on the Rebels, 1 on the Mustangs. Garver gets it into the hands of Breidenbach. Now to Kimball on the far side. He dribbles it up, gets it off to Garcia out at the point. Now to McBride, and McBride fake, and then is going to go set a screen for Garver. Garver's going to stop and pop for a three. Up and good for Grayson Garver. His first bucket of the night comes from behind the arc, puts the Mustangs up 8-5, except they gave the points to the wrong team up on the board. Now another takeaway by the Mustangs. Garver's layup is going to be up and good. They need to get that straight in there. They got it now. It should be 10-5. Fort Morgan now as Reese gets it underneath, and it's going to be taken by the Mustangs. Rebounded to Kimball. As Kimball gets it set up, gives it off to Garver. Now to Bryden, back over to Kimball on the left wing. Garcia now at the point, back to Kimball underneath. And a little spin move, and they're going to call a foul on the shot as McBride goes up. And that will be That will be on Hesse. It'll be his first. So McBride to go to the line to shoot 2. Trey with his first free throw is up and no good. McBride on the year is averaging 62%. So Shirtliff in for Garcia. We have 3:16 to go here, first period. Mustangs up 10-5. So McBride at the free throw line for second free throw, and that is up and good for McBride. McBride will come out. Kate Bulis into the game for the Mustangs. Full court pressure once again by the Mustangs as Gutka. They haven't got the ball across the court yet. The midcourt almost taken away. Now a deep 3, and that is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Garver. 11-5 Mustangs. Kimball now stops and pops for a 3. Up and good for Tate Kimball. His first bucket of the night. 14-5 as the Rebels will call a 30-second timeout, but we'll keep it here. Nice way to start the game here for the Mustangs. Tate Kimball on that last possession. They fed him the ball, and he just stopped and popped for the 3. That is the second 3 of the night for the Mustangs. Garver had one earlier. Breidenbach with 3 rebounds. Garver, Garcia, and Kimball each with 1. A nice way to start this game for the Mustangs. Kind of the way the Lady Mustangs started out their contest. Started out close, and then they kind of pulled away as the Rebels work this offense on the perimeter. Knox gets it back out front over to Gutka. Gutka pops for a 3, and that is up and good for Gutka. So he answers that 3 from Kimball with a 3 of his own, 14-8. Now to Breidenbach on the left side, over to Shirtliff on the far side. Shirtliff dribbles it up, gives it off to Kimball. Now to Bulis, now to Garver on the left wing. Shirtliff to Breidenbach. They try to get it underneath to Bulis. Little spin move, and he's going to be fouled on the shot. And that will go on Metler. That will be his second. So that will send Bulis to the line to shoot 2. Bulis. First free throw is up and good. Bulis on the air shoots it. He's only shooting at 33%, but did knock down that first one. McBride back into the game for Breidenbach. Next free throw is up and no good, but Bulis does get the first. 15-8. Now a shot from the left corner, up and no good, going to be rebounded by Shirtliff. As Garver gets the ball down, stops, and that ball is going to be tipped out of bounds off of Sims and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will inbounds in front of the Rebel bench. Tate Kimball looks to get the ball in, get it into Garver. Garver out at the point. Underneath now to Trey McBride. McBride's little jumper is going to be up and good from the right side. 17-8, back up to a 9-point lead again for the Mustangs. Ball tipped out of bounds on the far side. Garcia back into the game. He'll replace Garver. 5 points on the night so far for Grayson Garver. Rebels get the ball up into the front court. Now to Gutka. Gutka being guarded by Shirtliff. Hands it off now to Sims over on the far side to Knox as he backs it out. Now into the hands of Milan, back to Gutka. Gutka into the lane for Hesse, and his shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Cade Bulis. Nice strong rebound by Bulis. They try to get the ball underneath. There's control it. Now Trevor Shirtless for the three off the rim and no good. Ball is going to be tipped around and finally taken by Garcia. That three is going to be up and good for Tate Kimball. 20-8 now for the Mustangs. Down to 35 seconds to go here in this first period. Over into the corner and then back out front to Knox. Over here on the far side to Milan. Back out to Knox out at the point. Now a little jump from the right side. Is that going to be up and no good? Rebounded. Oh, nice block by McBride. And rebounded by Bulis back into McBride. A nice block there to start that by McBride. Now they're going to call a foul on the drive with 9.6 seconds to go. And that foul is going to go on Hesse, his second. 5 team fouls on the Rebels, 1 on the Mustangs. Tate Kimball gets it into Bulis. Now to Kimball. Kimball drives it into the lane. His little jumper is going to be up and off the rim. Rebounded by McBride, and he is going to be fouled on the shot. And McBride will go back to the line to shoot 2. And that will be the 3rd foul on Hesse. But McBride will go back to the line to shoot 2, where he was 1 of 2 earlier. Northeastern, live in your world, learn in ours. See if this first free throw is up and no good. For more information about Northeastern or classes available to you, go to www.njc.edu. So McBride will try to knock down this second free throw, as they are up 12 here with 1.3 seconds. Next free throw is, they're going to say he was on the line. So that free throw is no good. So Fort Morgan to put on some pressure here with this last 1.3. And they won't get a shot off. So the first quarter will come to an end with the Mustangs up 12, 20-8 on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickelback here at Weld Central High School. The Mustangs lead at 20-8 to start this second period. The Rebels with possession as they get the ball into Gutka, being guarded by Garcia. Now over on the far side to Knox. Knox is going to back it out. He gets it in to Mettler. Mettler back out to Knox. Back to Gutka. Now over into the corner to Sims. That was up and no good. Now they're going to call a foul on the rebound against the Mustangs. I believe that will be on McBride. Be his first, team's second. As Reese will inbounds right baseline of their basket. So you get it out to Mettler over here on the near side now to Sims. Gutka back to Sims. Mettler from the free throw line up, but no good. Big, strong rebound by McBride. His second of the night. Tate Kimball stops and pops for a 2, and that is up and good for Kimball. 8 points on the night for Tate. 22-8 Mustangs. Ball is going to be taken away by the Mustangs. Breidenbach, now they're going to call an offensive foul or a charge against McBride. That will be 2. I think he got that one. The kid moved in under him after the pass. Cade Bulis into the game now for the Mustangs to replace McBride. Full court pressure once again by the Mustangs, up 22-8. 6:55 to go, second period. Now Gutka with a jumper, and that is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Bulis. Carver now gets the ball up into the front court. Gets it over to Tate Kimball on the left wing. Breidenbach now out at the point. Gets it back off to Garver. Give and go to Breidenbach. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded though by Austin Breidenbach. Up and good for the bucket. Nice job there by the Mustangs. Layup is going to be up and good by Reese Metler. 4 points on the night for Metler. 14-point lead, 24-10 Mustangs. Kimball on the far side. Breidenbach out at the point. Now to Garver on the right side. Garver from the right baseline, up and no good. Rebounded and taken away by the Mustangs. Nice job there. Nice way to tip it away. And then Kimball runs it down. So only one turnover so far for the Mustangs. We have 5 for the Rebels. Kimball now to Garcia out at the point. Garcia drives it down, kicks it out to Garver. Now Breidenbach for the 3, and that misses everything but rebounded by Garcia. Now rebounded by Bulis. Bulis goes up and nothing called. Garcia gets it. He goes up with it, and he is fouled. So a lot of shots going up, not much going down. And that is going to go on Knox, his first. As that will send Garcia to the line to shoot 2, where he was 1 of 2 in the first period. That one's going to roll around and fall. So 2 points on the night for Luis Garcia. 5:20 to go, 15-point lead here for the Mustangs in this first half. And that one bounced around and out and knocked out of bounds off of Breidenbach and out of bounds. Full court pressure once again by the Mustangs as the Rebels get the ball into Gonzalez. Now to Gutka as he gets it up into the front court. Now a reach foul, I believe, on Garver. That will be his second, team 4th. Rebels the inbounds far side. Shurtleff will come in for Garver. Reese the inbounds far side. Get it into Metler. Reese, that's over on the far side now to Gonzalez. Back up to Gutka at the point. Now Reese for the 3 from the corner. They're going to call a foul on Bulis, as that will send Reese to the line to shoot 3. So Bulis with his first. But Reese to the line to shoot 3, and that first one is up and good. Hilltop Garage, if you're ever in need of a tow or lock your cars in your vehicle, write this number down and keep it in your vehicle. 522-5757. Free throw was no good. Third one is good. 25-12. Now the ball is going to be tipped away, but knocked out of bounds by Gonzalez. So Fort Morgan to retain possession as the Rebels will put on full court pressure. Got to get it in. There we go. Got it in to Shurtleff. Now Fort Morgan will call a 30-second timeout, so we'll just leave it right here. This Fort Morgan's timeout, Mustangs timeout, is brought to you by Early Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Early Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Early Toyota East. So the Fort Morgan Mustangs up 13, 25-12. As Coach Ty Trahern takes a timeout here to get things set up for the press. And now it looks like The Rebels have backed off of their press. Get the ball in up to Shirtliff over on the far side. Now Garcia out at the point. Bulis to Kimball. Nice give and go. Up and good by Cade Bulis. A nice play on the give and go with Tate Kimball, 27-12. As Gonzalez drives it down, going to be cornered. Now he gets it over on the far side to Gutka. Now a three is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Kimball. Shirtliff drives it down the right baseline. Up and under is up and no good, but rebounded right there by Bulis. For the bucket. Now a turnover. As a travel is called in the backcourt on the Rebels. So 29-12. Mustangs with 4:10 to go here in the second period. Riding back now to Shirtliff out on the left side underneath. Once again to Bulis, kicks it out to Kimball. Kimball drives it in, and they're going to have a hand check foul called on the Rebels. And that will be on 20 Sims. That will be his first 8th team foul. So that will send Tate Kimball to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Kimball on the year is shooting at 74%. First free throw is up and good for Tate. So he will earn a second. 9 points on the night for Kimball. Next free throw up and also good. 31-12, 19-point lead here as the Rebels get the ball up into the front court. Not quite get it up there yet. Gutka off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez over on the far side to Milan. Now over to Gutka from the three. Is up and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. Kicks it off to Shirtliff. Shirtliff down that right baseline. Now nothing called. They're going to call an offensive foul now on Trevor Shirtliff. After he tosses the ball, he knocks the kid to the floor, so they will call Shirtliff for the offensive foul. Rebels get the ball into Gonzalez as he is called for the carry. Haven't seen, you don't hardly see anybody with a carry call anymore, and I've seen it twice tonight so far. The faithful for the Weld Central Rebels not real pleased. They have a nice crowd here tonight supporting the Rebels. Also a nice crowd here for the Mustangs. Also as the Mustangs travel well. Bulis off to Kimball. Kimball stops and pops for a three, but they're going to say an offensive foul is going to be called. Held up a three. I'm not sure who that was on. Maybe Bulis. Yeah, okay, they must have called that on. Look who they called that on. I think they're calling it a number 3, but they don't have a number 3. Okay, they called it on Cade Bulis, 23, his second. So Eric Carrillo into the game for the Mustangs. Cade Bulis takes a seat. Now Gonzalez for a three from the corner, up and no good. But not being able to control it is Milan and out of bounds. Mustangs get the ball into Kimball as he looks to Coach Trahern for the offense he wants him to run here now under 3 minutes. Shirtliff to Carrillo. Ball is going to be tipped, but now to Garcia. Three from the corner, up and no good. Rebounded by Austin Breidenbach, and then he is fouled on the shot attempt. And that will go against Milan, his first. But Breidenbach with a strong rebound, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. That first one hits nothing but the hit nothing but the bottom of the net, and I mean the outside of the bottom of the net. He didn't get it up to the rim. But 31-12, Austin Breidenbach misses that first one. Next free throw rolls around and in. So 5 points on the night for Austin. Rebels get their ball into the corner now with Knox underneath now to Mettler, and they're going to call Breidenbach, I believe, for the hook. And the foul will be Austin's first. I believe that is Reese Mettler at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That is up and no good, rebounded by Garcia. You get it into the hands of Kimball. Shirtliff on the far side, the ball tipped away, but taken by Shirtliff. Little jumper up and no good. Ball is tipped around and tried to be saved by the Trevor Shirtliff, but out of bounds. So full court pressure once again by the Mustangs as Gutka being guarded by Shirtliff on that far side gets it into the front court. Now Mettler being guarded by Garcia. Knocks out on the high left wing with a 2-3 zone defense here for the Mustangs. Now Knox for the little runner, and that is up and good for Knox. 32-12. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. 32-14. They finally got that other score up there. Knocked out of bounds. Fort Morgan to retain possession. It's full court pressure put on once again by the Mustang, or by the layup is going to be up and good, and fouled on the play is Carrillo as they go deep, as Austin Breidenbach finds Carrillo going deep, and he goes up for the layup and good, and he is fouled. 34-14. As Eric Carrillo will go to the line to shoot one. Nice job by Carrillo on the break. Free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by the Rebels. Now a three is going to be taken up and no good. Rebounded by Carrillo. Down to a minute 36. Mustangs up 20, 34-14. Carrillo now to Garcia on the right wing. Kimball for a three, up and good is Tate Kimball. His third three of the night. Now a foul is going to be called, and that will be on Shirtliff, will be his second. So that will send Knox to the line to shoot two. It looks like Brandon Godonez will come into the game at the next opportunity, but they stopped play there for a minute. I'm not sure what the question was there, but Knox will shoot his first free throw, and that is going to be up and good. So Trevor Shirtliff comes out. Brandon Godonez into the game for the Mustangs. Next free throw also up and good. So 37-16. They get the ball into Garcia, back to Breidenbach, but the ball is going to be taken away, and a little layup is going to be up and good by Mettler on the steal. Kimball gets the ball in. Now they get it up to Godonez, and then Luis Garcia with the layup. 39-18. Back at the other end, layup is going to be up and good by Knox. Now Luis Garcia with the fake. Now Tate Kimball with the deuce, up and no good. Rebounded. That was going to be a foul though on Garcia. So 39-20 Mustangs. And that will send Gutka to the line to shoot 2, as both teams have 10 team fouls. Gutka on the night only so far with 3. 3 points, that is. First one is up and no good. So 19-point lead here with 44.2 seconds to go here in the first half. Next free throw is up and good. 4 points on the night for Gutka. Another deep pass to Eric Carrillo. Carrillo is going to have the ball tipped away, but taken by Garcia. Garcia is going to pull it out now to Kimball. Kimball loses it for a minute. Now underneath to Carrillo, and now a foul is finally going to be called. It is getting pretty wild. And that foul will go on Milan. And who have we got at the free throw line? Brandon Godonez at the line to shoot 2. And that rolls around and in for Brandon. So now Lang into the game, as well as Reese. For the Rebels. So Brandon with his second free throw off the rim and no good. 26 seconds to go. Fort Morgan with some pressure, but the Rebels get the ball up into the front court. Looks like they're going to back it out and go for the last shot with 15 seconds. As the Mustangs are up 19, 40-21. They get it into the hands of Gutka, being guarded by Garcia. They try to get it underneath to Mettler. Now they're going to kick it out to Reese for the 3, and that is off the front of the rim and no good. And no shot as the buzzer goes off. So at the end of the first half, the Fort Morgan Mustangs are up 19, 40-21 on B106 and B106.com. Brian Nickel back here at Weld Central High School with halftime coming to a close here with the Mustangs up 40-21. Julie Garcia running the boards for us back at Fort Morgan tonight. Scoring for the, as far as holding the team, the leaders down here, Mettler is averaging 15.4 points a game. He is sitting at 6. Gutka averages 13.9. He sits at 4. Hesse is their third leading scorer at 8.3, and he has not yet scored tonight. So the third period will come to a start here, and the Mustangs will get first possessions. They get it in to Garver. Bryden back now to Kimball over in the left corner. Garcia back up at the top, starting 5 back on the floor for the Mustangs. Garver to Kimball. Kimball for a 3, and that is up and off the rim and no good. Fought for, but taken away by the Rebels, and layup is going to be up and no good, taken away by Garver. He runs it down. Garver hustles it down. Now a little jumper from the lane is up and no good. Tipped away and finally taken back by Garver. Nice hustle there by Grayson Garver. Now a 3 from straight on, up and no good. Saved back out to Garver. Kimball for a 3 from the left side. Up and good for Tate Kimball to start this third period. 16 points on the night for Kimball, 43-21. As that was all hustle there by the Mustangs on the rebounds. Keep that ball alive. Gutka for a 3 from on, and that is up and no good. Rebounded by McBride, his third of the night. He hands it off to Garver as Garver slowly brings it up into the front court. Hands it off to Breidenbach, now to Kimball. Garcia out on the high left wing now. McBride over to Garver on the left side as he stops and pops for a 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. Up and in for the bucket is Austin Breidenbach. 7 points on the night for Austin, 45-21. Gonzalez now to Gutka as they try to get it underneath. Shot is going to be up and finally rolls in for Hesse. his first bucket of the night that comes well into the second half. Kimball now over to Garcia. McBride head fakes on the three, now hands it off to Garver to Kimball over to Breidenbach out at the left point. Now to Garver. Garver try for a three, and that is up and good for Grayson Garver from behind the line. 8 points on the night for Garver. 48-23, 25-point lead here as they get the ball into the hands of Mettler. Mustangs meeting at the half-court line. Mettler up into the front court. Gets it out to Gonzalez. Now over on the far side to Reese. Reese back out to Gonzalez. Reese on that baseline. Now they're going to call a blocking foul on Austin. Be his second. Now a 30-second timeout will be called by the Rebels, but we will just keep it here. So far in this second half, only one bucket by the Rebels, and that came from Hesse. So far in the second half, Garver with a three, Kimball with a three, and Breidenbach with a deuce. For the 8 points, put it up to 48-23. A nice hustle by the Mustangs so far, running down the loose balls, keeping the ball alive, and getting the second and third chances at the bucket. So possession to the Rebels as they will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Reese to inbounds. As he looks, they get it out to Mettler. Mettler for a three, and that is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by McBride. 4 of the night. Now a turnover on the pass down court. Good on the drive. Kicks it to Reese, now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez backs for the three, and that is up and no good. Rebounded, though, by Garcia. Garver goes up for the layup, and he is going to be fouled. So that will send Garver to the line to shoot 2. And that foul is going to go on Hesse. That is his 4th. So Garver to the line to shoot 2. His first trip to the line tonight. Central Auto Parts, you need your vehicle and farm equipment to be in top shape, so make sure you take care of them by purchasing the best quality parts at great prices at your local Napa store. Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. First free throw is up and good for Garver. 9 points on the night for Grayson. Bailey Mechanical Heating and Air Conditioning in Sterling, a company that supports all the area athletes and also offers a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Second free throw also up and good for Garver. Reese over into the corner, now to Mettler. Mettler with a spin move, and there it is going to be up and good. And the foul will be on McBride, will be his 3rd. So Mettler on the little spin move and gets his 8th point of the night. Goes to the line to shoot 1, and that is up and good. So 50-26 is the full court press now by the Rebels, and a foul is going to be called on Gutka as they were trying to double team Garcia over in the corner. So that will be Gutka's first. Get the ball into Garver in the back court. With a 24-point lead, 50-26. McBride back out to Garver at the point as they get their offense set up. Kimball on the right wing, now over to Garcia. Garcia cross court to Kimball. Now back to Garver. Garver in the lane now underneath. And dunked by McBride. Big two-handed stuff there by Trey McBride. 52-26. As a travel is going to be called on the Rebels. So a turnover here 9 on the night for the Rebels, only 4 so far on the Mustangs as Trevor Shirtliff comes in for Luis Garcia. So that brought the Mustang crowd alive when Trey McBride goes up for the two-handed stuff. The ball into Shirtliff. The Rebels put on some backcourt pressure. Now meet him at midcourt as the ball is going to be kept. Now a foul is going to be called as Shirtliff goes down. Let's see if that goes on Gutka. That will be on Gutka. That will be his second. So Kimball the inbounds far side. Get it into Garver. Coach Traherne shouting out instructions for his offense. Shirtliff back out to Kimball out at the point. Back to Shirtliff over to Breidenbach. McBride's going to drive it, spin it out, give it to Breidenbach, back to McBride. Now they're going to call a blocking foul on Mettler. That will be his third. As McBride went to do the spin move and Mettler called for the foul. It'll be Mettler's third. Kimball gets it in to McBride. Now out to Garver so they get their offense set up. 3:14, another dunk, but they're going to call a technical foul on McBride for hanging on the rim, but he missed the stuff. So McBride with the technical. So that will send Mettler down to shoot the free throws. 52-26. That's 4 fouls on McBride now with that technical. And that free throw is up and good for Mettler. But McBride will probably have to take his seat here shortly on the next dead ball. That one also, that one is no good. So Bulis into the game now for McBride. Bulis had a good first half. He had 5 points and 4 rebounds. So he'll get some extended playing time here in the second half as Gutka gets it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez is going to drive it down and kick it out to Mettler. In now, up and no good, but rebounded by Gutka, and his shot is going to be up and good at the right at the bucket. So 52-29. Garver now drives it down. His pass is going to be stolen. And then a foul called, I believe, on Grayson Garver. Let's see who they're going to, sure that's where it'll go. So Garver with his third. So McBride with 4, Garver with 3. Bulis, Breidenbach, Shirtliff each with 2, Garcia with 1. Gutka with a spin move, and Mettler with the running layup from the right side. Kimball now up into the front court. Stops and gives it off to Breidenbach. Underneath now to Bulis. Little turnaround jumper's up and good, and he is fouled on the play. Nice job by Cade Bulis. And that foul is going to go on Knox, his second. But Bulis up strong there. And he will go to the line to shoot one. 54-31. Bulis' free throw up and no good. Going to be tipped off of Shirtliff and out of bounds. So the Mustangs put on a trapping defense as they try to trap out mid-court. Gonzalez off to Knox. Knox all the way down. His layup is up and no good. Rebound by Bulis once again. 6 rebounds on the night by Bulis. They get into the hands of Kimball. 54-31 with 2 minutes to go here, third period. Underneath, nice job. Should have been a foul. Now a layup at the other end is up and no good. They call a foul down there, but no foul down here when Kimball was bumped under the basket. So they're going to call the foul on Shirtliff, be his third, and that will send Knox to the line to shoot two. Ty Trahern trying to figure out why they didn't have the foul called down on this end. It was clearly that Tate Kimball was hit when he tried to go up for the layup. Knox hits his first, 7 on the night for Knox, as he will get foul shot number 2, 54-32. Next free throw is also up and good. Full court pressure once again by the Rebels as the Mustangs get the ball up court quickly. Layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Knox. Gutka underneath the Metler. Now the ball out to Knox out at the three-point line. His layup is up and no good. Rebounded and finally taken away by Metler. Metler's shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Garcia. And now a foul call on the far side as Kimball tries to come up the far sideline. That will be on Gutka, I believe. That will be his third, a blocking foul. So Reese and Milan come in, and Gutka and Gonzalez out for the Rebels. Shirtliff into Kimball, 54-33, 21-point lead with 1:22 left here. Bulis looks to get rid of the ball, gets it into Breidenbach, down to Shirtliff. Kimball hit again on the drive, finally a foul called. A nice pass by Shirtliff to hit Kimball coming down the lane. That will be on Metler. That will be his fourth. But Tate Kimball will go to the line to shoot two. 1:10 left here in the third period. First free throw is up and good. 17 points on the night for Kimball. (55-33). Mustangs. That free throw is in and out. Rebounded by Sims. As Gutka gets it off over to Knox. Knox for a three, and that is off the rim and no good. Ball is tipped around and taken by Sims. Gutka now into the lane. That was a wild shot. He's trying to get a foul called on that one. Now the ball is going to be finally taken away and going to be kicked out of bounds on the far side by Garcia. He had people down all over the place, but a good hustle by both teams. As the Mustangs up 22. Brandon Godonez into the game now for Trevor Shirtliff. With 46.9 seconds left here in the third. Give Shirtliff a little break here before the start of the fourth period. Reese now over on the far side. Gets it out to Gonzalez out at the point. Reese now for a two from the left side, up and no good. Rebounded by Garcia. Ball is going to be taken away though. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. And now a foul called in the back court, getting kind of chippy out here. And that foul will be on Gutka. That will be his fourth. So 18 fouls on the Rebels, 5 on the Mustangs, as Breidenbach will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 7 points on the night for Austin. As Gutka will take a seat, Lang comes in for him with 19.7 seconds. So Breidenbach is 1 of 2 so far from the free throw line. 55-33. That first free throw is up and good. So he will earn a second. That free throw is off the rim, and it does roll and goes in. So 9 points on the night for Austin. Reese over on the left side now to Lang. Lang to Reese over in the corner, back up top to Knox. He backs it out almost a half court down to 6 seconds. 4 seconds. He's going to drive it down. Now a three from the right side is going to be up and no good. And rebounded by Garcia right at the buzzer. So a nice strong third period here by the Fort Morgan Mustangs as we go to the fourth. Up 57-33 on B106 and B106.com. Central High School had a little meeting out at the center court with the captains. I think they're just trying to clean this game up a little bit. The starting lineup was back in there, but Trey McBride not in right now. Cade Beulah still into the game for the Mustangs. As Metler gets it off to Knox over on the close side. Now to Metler as he's on the right baseline, gets it in, and the foul is going to be called on the shot as Hesse goes up for the shot. And I believe that was on Tate Kimball. It will be his first. So Hesse to the line to shoot two. His first free throw is up and good. 3 points on the night for Hesse. Next free throw off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Bulis. Get it into the hands of Garver. 57-34. Garcia gets the screen, now passes it off to Bulis. Now to Garver. Garver trips somewhat. His shot is going to be up and no good, but he's going to be fouled on the shot. And that was on number 30, Milan, be his third. So Grayson Garver to go to the line to shoot two. 2 of 2 so far tonight from the free throw line is Grayson. And that first free throw is up and good for Garver. Has a nice looking shot there from the free throw line. 58-34. Next free throw is up and also good for Garver. 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Full court pressure once again by the Mustangs as Gutka up the middle gets it to Metler. Metler's going to drive it down all the way, up and no good. Rebounded by Kimball. His third rebound of the night as he hands it off to Garver. 7:12 to go here in the game. Gets it off to Breidenbach, now to Garcia in the right corner. Kimball out high for a deep three, and that is up and off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Garver as he goes up with it. The reverse layup up and good for Garver. Gets the rebound and the basket. Now a reach foul is going to be called. I believe that will be on Garver. And I believe that will be his fourth. So now McBride and Garver each with 4, Shirtliff with 3. So Knox to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. The 7th team foul on the Mustangs, 9 on the Rebels. That free throw is up and good for Knox. So he will earn a second. 9 points on the night for Knox. Next free throw is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Breidenbach. Big night on the boards for Breidenbach. That's 10 on the boards for Austin. Kimball now to Garcia. Garcia for a 3, and that is off the rim and no good. Tipped out of bounds off of the hands of Gutka. So possession to the Mustangs, and they will throw it in left baseline of their basket. Take Kimball to throw it in. Nice play there. Up and good for Bulis. Nice feed there by Kimball. Ball is tipped and taken away by the Mustangs. Layup is up and no good. Rebounded, and an intentional foul is going to be called on Hesse, and that will be his 5th. So he goes out with a bang, and that will send Garver to the line to shoot 2. They think it's pretty cool down there. They're slapping hands with him and stuff, but that's just nothing but a cheap foul. You can hurt people that way. Reese into the game as he knocks Garver in the back as he tries to go up for the free throws, or up for the layup. That's just dirty play as far as I'm concerned. That free throw is in and out for Garver. So he will shoot free throw number 2. That one is up and good. So now Fort Morgan with possession. Right baseline of their basket, up 64-35. They get it into Bulis. And they're going to call Bulis for the travel. Drug his foot. So far, Fort Morgan's kept the turnovers to a minimum. I have them down for 7 for the game. So Bulis comes out, McBride back into the game at the 6:22 mark as he comes back in with 4 fouls. 7 points on the night. Shot is going to be up, bounces around, and finally comes out. McBride with the rebound. Gets it off to Garver. Being guarded by Gutke now to underneath to McBride. He spins, gets it out to Garver. Breidenbach splits the defense up and no good. Rebounded by Kimball, up and no good. Taken away by the Rebels. Mettler drives it all the way down. His layup is going to be up and good. 64-37, 5:42 to go. They get the ball into the hands of Breidenbach, now to Garcia. Kimball loses control of it for a minute, gets it to McBride. Now McBride for a 3, rolls around and no good. Rebounded by Knox. Nice steal there by the Mustangs. Now Garver with it at the baseline. Gives it to Kimball. Kimball stops and pops for the deuce, and that is up and good for Tate Kimball. 18 points on the night for Kimball. 19 points, excuse me. Now an offensive foul is going to be called on Gutka, and he is done. That is his 5th. And now I believe a technical might have also been called on Gutka after the call on the foul. Called for the offensive foul on Gutka. 66-37, 29-point lead here as Gonzalez will come in when the refs deem it necessary. As the Mustangs will go to their bench, as well as the Rebels, as the refs stand out on the court and talk this over with 5:03 left. Gutka with the offensive foul. That fouled him out. So an offensive foul. Then a technical also on number 3. Also on Gutka. So let's see. Grayson Garver will shoot the foul shots. He can make this a 30-point lead here with this free throw, and that is up and in for Grayson. So he will get the second shot here for the technical, and that is off the rim and no good. So Fort Morgan with the possession over at midcourt on the far side, up by 30, 67-37. Weld Central averages 64 points a game, came in on a 6-game winning streak, but that streak will come to an end here tonight as the Mustangs with the big lead with under 5 minutes. Shot is up and good by McBride. The Rebels get the ball down the floor quickly as they get it out to Mettler. Mettler drives it all the way down. The spin move up and good by Mettler. Nice spin move. I've seen that twice tonight from him. Now they get the ball into Breidenbach. Breidenbach should have foul called on Mettler. Nothing called now to Garcia. Garcia is going to be called for the travel. So turnover by the Mustangs. 4:22 left here in the fourth. We get the ball into Knox, being guarded by Garcia. Back to Mettler, now to Reese, back to Knox. Deep three on the left side is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Austin Breidenbach. 11 boards for the night for Austin. Now Kimball on the high right wing. 4 minutes to go here. Grayson Garver on the left side is going to be finally going to be taken. Now they're going to have see what they're going to call. Ref on the near side called something clear across the court, so I'm not sure what he was calling. I believe that foul will go on. They called it on number 30 on Milan, will be his fourth. So Grayson Garver back to the line to shoot two. There's 10 team fouls on the Rebels, 7 on the Mustangs. So Grayson Garver gets the first one to go. So this will be the 10th shot for Grayson. McBride comes out. Kimball comes out. Shirtliff and Carrillo into the game for the Mustangs, up 70-39. Next free throw in and out. Rebounded and off of Breidenbach and out of bounds. Rebels get the ball into front court with Knox. Knox all the way down. His layup is going to be up and good. Now Garver with it in the back court. Pressure here by the Rebels. Now that pass is going to be taken away by the Rebels. Now foul is going to look like it should have been more of a travel. And that will be on Shirtliff. That will be his fourth. So that will send that Gonzalez, I believe, to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. But a timeout will be called here by the Mustangs, and it will be a full timeout. So we'll take one with them, and the Mustangs up 70-41 on B106 and B106.com. Gonzalez with a 1-and-1. First one is up and good. Gonzalez on the night with only 4 points. Next free throw also up and good. Full court pressure once again by the Rebels as they're going to call it out of bounds on that far side as Garcia was forced out on the far side. So getting a little sloppy here in the last part of the game. Gonzalez, that should be in a travel, but not called. That three is up and good by Gonzalez. Shirtliff has the ball tipped away momentarily, now taken away by the Rebels. Now taken away and controlled here by the Mustangs. They get the ball into the hands of Grayson Garver. So Dawson Frick and Brendan Godonez will be set to come into the game here on the next dead ball. Garcia, the ball is going to be kicked by Reese. So Godonez and Frick into the game for Breidenbach and Garver. With 2:46 left here, the Mustangs up 70-46. It'll be a big win here for the Mustangs. That will improve them to 5-1. Weld Central will go to 4-1. Eric Carrillo with a shot up and no good, and Dawson Frick with the foul on the rebound. So his first. And that will send Mettler to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Only 19 fouls so far on the Mustangs here in this second half. Mettler is 2 of 4 so far from the free throw line. 2:42 to go here, fourth period. Free throw is off the rim and no good. But retained by Gonzalez. Now Knox for a straight on three, bounces up and comes down and goes in. For Knox. Now a lead pass up to Garcia. Garcia is going to go all the way down. His layup is going to be up and no good, but a foul is going to be called on Knox. So that will send Garcia to the line to shoot 2. Garcia on the year is shooting at 74%, 72%. That first free throw is up and good for Garcia. 5 points on the night for Luis Garcia. So Mettler and Reese out of the game for the Rebels, and Jones and Milan back into the game for the Rebels. Next free throw is up and good for Garcia. 6 points on the night for Luis Garcia. 72-49 with 2:20 to go here in the game. A deep three by Knox off the front of the rim and no good. Finally run down by Shirtliff. And now it's going to be stolen away by Knox. His layup is going to be up and good. So Eric Carrillo trapped in the corner. Now they get it underneath to Frick. Frick with a spin move up and good. And he is fouled. Dawson Frick with the spin move, the bucket, and goes to the line to shoot 1. Nice job there by Dawson Frick, doing the work underneath. And that foul was on Lang. Free throw is no good. Lang drives it down the right side. Now a jumper is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Frick. Nice job by Frick on the rebound. So get it into the hands of Godonez. Layup is going to reverse layup up and no good. Rebounded by Jones. 74-51 with a minute 30. Step back by Gonzalez. In and out. Rebounded by Carrillo. Gets it out into the hands of Shirtliff. Now out to Godonez, out at the point, back over to Shirtliff. Shirtliff to Frick. Shirtliff on the far right wing. Carrillo out at the point as we're down to a minute 5. Godonez off to Garcia. Now a minute left here in the game as the ball is going to be stolen. Layup is going to be up and good by Milan. Mustangs a little sloppy here in this fourth quarter. That's 6 turnovers. Now a timeout will be taken by the Mustangs. So we'll see what it's going to be. It'll just be a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here. The Mustang timeout is brought to you by Early Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Early Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Early Toyota East. So a 21-point lead here by the Mustangs with not a lot of time left here as they take the time off the clock. When they do a timeout, they run the clock down. But getting a little sloppy here as the kids have come in. We now have Mares into the game for the Mustangs, along with Isaac Linker into the game. Now Mares needs to get rid of the ball. Gets it to Frick. Now Shirtliff for a 3, and that is up and good for Trevor Shirtliff. His first bucket of the night, 77-53 with 20 seconds left here in the contest. Knox hands it off to Lang. Lang's going to drive it down that left side. Now a foul is going to be called on the drive with 12.9 seconds. And if that's on Shirtliff, that will be his 5th. So Shirtliff will foul out. I believe that was who it was. Maybe they called it on. That foul shot is no good. I don't know if maybe they called it on Mares and not Shirtliff. Okay, they called that one on Andrew Mares, I believe. They're going to have to talk about it now. So Lang will go to the line to shoot 2. So Shirtliff not out of the game, but the first one on Mares. Free throw up and good. Full court pressure still by the Rebels as the Mustangs will run this out here now in 5 seconds. And Shirtliff has the ball stolen there at the end, but to no avail as this game got kind of ugly here at the end of this 4th period, but the Mustangs win it 77-55. We will be back with the post-game show on B106 and B106.com. Fort Morgan Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. Well, big night here for the Mustangs as the girls win their game earlier on 49-24. The boys win their game 77-55. Scoring goes like this for the Rebels: Lang with 2, Gutke with 6, Gonzalez with 8, Knox with 16, Hesse with 3, Reese with 2, Milan with 2, Metler with 16 for their 55 points. For the Fort Morgan Mustangs, Shirtliff with 3, Garver with 17, McBride with 9, Breidenbach with 9, Garcia with 6, Tate Kimball with 19, Bulis with 9, Godonez with 1, Carrillo with 2, and Frick with 2 for the Mustangs, 77 points. Mustangs led at 20-8 after 1, led at 40-21 at halftime, led at 57-33 at the end of 3, and scored 20 in that last period to go up, win at 77-55. So nice job here by the Fort Morgan Mustangs as they win it big. They increase their record now to 5-1 in league, 11-7 overall. That drops Weld Central to 4-1. Skyview is still at 5-0. They were playing tonight at home against Alameda, and I'm sure Skyview probably won that game. Alameda on the year is at 3-3. Might give them some type of a game, but I think Skyview probably would have won that going away. Turnovers tonight got a little sloppy in that 4th period. They had 3 at halftime, 3 in the 3rd, had 6, 11, 14 for the game. The Rebels had 12 turnovers for the game. As far as rebounding goes, Shirtliff with 2, Garver with 4, McBride with 5, Breidenbach with 11, Garcia with 9, Kimball with 4, Bulis with 7, Carrillo with 2, and Frick with 1 for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. So nice job again by the Mustangs all the way around, boys and girls both. Fort Morgan Mustangs player of the game is brought to you by Transwest Chevrolet Buick, serving Northeast Colorado and now located in Fort Morgan and Sterling. Stop by and take a test drive. They have a great selection of new and used vehicles, or browse our website, transwestchevroletbuick.com. The player of the game here for the boys will be Cade Bulis, 7 rebounds and 9 points. Did a nice job coming in off the bench, filling in for Trey McBride as he had got into foul trouble early and did end up with 4 fouls, did McBride, but Cade Bulis, a nice job off the bench tonight. As I said, 7 rebounds and 9 points. So nice job by Cade Bulis. And a nice job all the way around by the Mustangs. The sound engineer and producer of Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball tonight has been Julie Garcia. Nice job by Julie tonight. Once again, the final scores tonight is we had a doubleheader. The girls win at 49-24. The boys win at 77-55. This has been Brian Nickel. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and B106.com. Good night, everybody.